folks, Dan Frio here, the Mortgage Update. It is September 26, 2019, so let's get at it. Today we had some of the economic news that came in is GDP was stable at 2%, so that was good. It made the market stable. Jobless claims came in, and they were $3,000 more, 3,000 more jobless claims than the week before. Not a bad number. It's basically showing stability there. Consumer spending was up 4.6%, so consumers are still buying, and so that's good news. So the biggest thing we're going to watch right now, again, and I'm going to show you here in a minute, is how we are looking at the technicals, and that's what I'm giving you my advice on what's going to happen, or I expect to happen tomorrow and the next few days to come. But the uncertainties with Trump, with his tweets and his talks and his phone calls, and the way the Democrats are going after him and everything else could make day-to-day volatility huge. So let's get at it. I decided to start doing this. Instead of telling you what happened for the day, let's look at what's going to happen tomorrow, because you probably got your news on the, if you're watching the markets, you already got the news for the day. So let's look at what's tomorrow, what's coming up tomorrow. Well, some of the big news that's coming out is the Fed is coming out with, or the inflation numbers are coming out. And this is the biggest component that the Fed is watching. Okay, so some analysts are expecting the number to be a little hot, some not. I'm on the not category. Some people that you might be following are telling you to lock in your rates. I'm saying stay on the sidelines for right now, because I don't think we're going to see that big a news or some hot inflation. The biggest reason why is if you follow earnings. Earnings are up slightly, but the problem is you have people working 2 and 3 jobs, and that's what's causing that. So that's I don't really look at that in the picture when you have multiple jobs as that being wage growth. Just people trying to make a dollar to put more food on the table. So tomorrow we're already seeing the futures are basically they're telling you what's going on, what's traded, or what the trading patterns are going to be when the market opens. So what happens is you and I, the public, don't have the ability to trade stocks until the bell rings. Well, we're kind of outside the box or outside the bubble because there are people internally that can trade. And so this is what you're seeing. Right now it's saying the Dow futures are down 62 points. NASDAQ is down 26 points and so forth. So tomorrow's opening is going to be down. What I'm thinking is the expectations is some numbers are going to come in that aren't so good. Okay, so we're going to start watching the futures because, again, if you want to know what happened for the day, just check your stock portfolio or see what happened. But I want to focus on what's tomorrow because today's past. Let's focus on the future. So here's what I keep saying is, we follow technicals, and the technicals we follow are right here. If you're watching my show, or you're watching or listening to my show, or watch my channels, you're probably following me to make sure that you keep up with what's going on in the mortgage-backed securities market, the MBS market, because you're either a realtor, financial advisor in the mortgage business, and a lot of people use this for training in the mortgage business. So let's talk about the mortgage-backed securities. Again, what this green number is, mortgage-backed securities, the number right here is the price, what's happening to the price of the bond. So it's saying the price went up, okay? That's what green means. It went up 11 basis points. When the price goes up, yields go down, okay? Prices go up, yields go down. If the price goes down, obviously yields are going up. So the technicals we follow here are a few things. You'll hear me reference the Fibonacci levels. And right now, these are our parameters. They basically, if you're following markets, you're following trends, you're following bonds, you're following stocks, most of the time they work in trends in a normal economy. We're not in a normal economy because of the political uncertainties with all the parties, all the world, and everything else. So technically speaking, we're in a good spot right here. Fibonacci levels these are two studied levels. This gives us a floor where this price will go in a ceiling. Okay, so these numbers right here, you'll see them right up through here. This chart right here is the mortgage-backed securities market. Again, this is going down, rates are going up. This goes up, rates are going down. Okay, so we had a sell-off here. Rates spiked last week, a little bit before last week. This week we had a pretty good run in the market. Yesterday was terrible. Okay, so we look at the technicals, and we're right between these ranges, which is awesome. And you've seen we've been there for months. Okay, so now we kind of micromanage this a little bit and say, okay, let's put in some more technicals. So we have a 100-day moving average is right here. That's the average of this price over 100 days. So we're way above that, so we're good. 50-day moving average is right here. We're approaching it. The 25-day moving average is up here. We're approaching it. So what I'm thinking here is if everything goes okay and inflation numbers come in tomorrow, which I don't think are going to be hot, I think they're going to be normal because of the wage growth studies that I follow, I think we're going to see either a stagnation in rates, really no moves at all, or a little reprieve in rates, meaning the prices of the bonds are going to go up, causing rates to come down. So those are the technicals. So what I want to just go over, what I keep telling you is Trump's tweets are the main factor in what's going on in a lot of this stuff. And right here, I was going through some stuff, and RateWatch I follow. That's one of the things I follow. In a time of Trump, the Fed doesn't know what's going to happen next. I'm in the same boat as they do. So I try to give you my educated guidance on what I look to do. Let me do all your studying for you. Tune in each night, and I can let you know what patterns are going for the day, what I expect, what events are coming tomorrow. It's hard for the weatherman to figure out what's going on in the next few days. It's the same with this. So just think if you're a weatherman and every time Trump did something, it affected the weather, you'd be going crazy. So that's what I'm trying to do, but at least I'm trying to teach you what's going on here, what I see as the patterns going on. And if you follow me, I will also post throughout the day if I see the market plummeting. Like if we have a day like this, where this just crashed, I alerted 2 times that day for people to lock in their mortgage rates. So if you're a mortgage professional, this might be a good channel for you to watch. I try to do the best I can. If you're in the mortgage business right now, you understand how busy it is. People still buying. Rates are way down, so refinances are going crazy. And last night I didn't get home till 10 o'clock. So I'm blessed to be in that position. So if you like my video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. If I can be of any help to you, please call me at 844-775-LOAN, and loan is 5626, or shoot me an email at dfrio, which is FRIO, at parksidelending.com, or even visit my website. It's the Frio team, the Frio, FRIO team.com. God bless. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow.